What's happening in the real estate market? How's the market? This is the number one question that we get all the time, and I'm going to answer it for you next, specifically in the greater Philadelphia area. So make sure to watch until the end for some interesting information about what buyers and sellers should be thinking as we head into the spring market. So if you get some value out of this, you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team about how to navigate this, you can do that with the link in the comments. How's the market? If you can't answer this as a real estate agent, might be time to look for another job. And for all the consumers watching, if your agent can't answer this, well, then maybe you need another agent. So here is what is going on right now through the end of December in the metro Philadelphia area. We saw the number of closed sales jump up 0.8% compared to the end of December in 2023. So sales were relatively flat in 2024, not even a 1% increase. We saw the median sold price jump up 8.7% compared to 2023. Some substantial appreciation and rise in home values, which for home sellers, that's a very exciting thing. What we saw for pending sales, so the number of homes that actually went under contract, it was up 1%. That's a little bit of a lag. That's the same as active listings. Inventory levels. We ended the year at a 1.74 month supply of homes, meaning if nothing new came to the market, everything would be sold in a month and roughly 22, 23 days. That's up compared to 1.63 month supply at the end of December in 2023. So we saw a roughly 12% increase in the number of homes that are available on the market. And supply has to do with absorption, how fast homes are selling. We saw that showings were down 9.5%, and we saw that median days on market was at 12 days. That's up 1 day compared to last year from 11. So we're seeing that homes are selling relatively quick. So prices are up, sales are flat, inventory's growing, days on market is very quick, and homes are selling less than 2 weeks. And lastly, where mortgage rates are coming in, as of the end of last week, beginning of this week, we're seeing rates come in at about 7 to 7.125%. They're down a little bit. It's the lowest level we've seen in 2 weeks, still higher than where a lot of people anticipated. So what does all this mean? Because it's a lot of data. If you're a home seller right now, what I'm seeing is that inventory is growing. Statistically, you will see inventory grow March, April, May, June. That's when a lot more homes get listed. And we know the best time for you as a seller to get your home on the market is when the neighbors aren't listed. So if you're thinking about making a move, one, prices are up a lot more than they have been, which is incredible. Two, we've seen pending sales are charting ahead of where they were this time last January. They're up a little over 5%, so there's activity in the market. Showings are down a little bit, but that's also relative to supply and what's happening with sales. What we're seeing is there's demand in the market. People are transacting and prices are up. So if you can beat some of these other competing listings that will come to the market later in the year, you might be able to get a better price and better terms. If you're a buyer, what we know is that there's new homes coming to the market all the time. We're seeing that inventory is growing, which is great. That's been one of the big complaints for buyers. Rates are likely going to stay in this range for a while. We're seeing the best case scenario predictions are maybe we're at 6 3/8 by the end of the year. The Fed is pretty clearly, based on the CME Group predictions of what the Fed's going to do at the next meeting, will not be adjusting the key interest rate at the end of January. So these rates are going to kind of be what we're dealing with. So if you're waiting for rates to come down, you might be waiting a while. And if they do come down, you're either seeing something bad happen, like a global pandemic, or more buyers entering the market. So if I'm a buyer right now, what I'm looking at is, where do I need my monthly payment to be? What kind of homes can I afford? And can I get in touch with an agent that can keep me updated with new offerings in the market? And whether it's now, whether it's March, April, whenever, I'd be scouring the market and getting all my financial ducks in a row, getting pre-approval squared away if I need to do that, and making sure I know exactly where I want to be so I can move quickly when the right opportunity arises. Proper preparation will help you in this market because the market moves fast, as evidenced in days on market of 12. So what we're seeing here is what's expected. Inventory is growing. Prices are going up. Inventory is not at a level where there's going to be a lot of buyer leverage. So you want to look at days on market. You want to get everything in order. And this is what a lot of people predicted would happen. So as more homes come to the market, you want to be looking at them. You want to be active as a buyer. And as a seller, you want to be working to get your home on the market now so you can beat some of that competition.